Hey!
We're back with another review, and this time we're going to be talking about Catfish.
We have waited so long because we're still trying to figure out how is it the third season and people are still getting catfish. Like,
I'm starting to honestly believe that in some way this show has to be at least a little bit fake, because to be honest with you, to me, after the first season, nobody should have been getting catfish, because I mean, catfish has become a part of everyday language at this point. Like, it's just a term that is just thrown out all over the place. And if you live in 2014 and somebody's telling you they can't get on Skype, they can't video chat
I mean, there's so many different ways. You could use G-Talk,
everybody's phone has a freaking camera.
Right.
And even if you are poor and you don't have a phone, the library has a computer with a camera. So, no. But I really think that they should rename Catfish and call it fat people pretending to be skinny people. Because
that is what they always have. Like, it's always a fat person.
And, you know, I just personally feel like it's getting to be pretty redundant. It's like literally almost 75% of each season is fat people pretending to be somebody thin. It's usually a girl with dark hair, like, just pretending to be somebody thin, and pretending to be some blonde girl with blue eyes, thin blonde girl, blue eyes. It just doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. And, you know, I mean, coming from a person that's definitely not small, like, what are you thinking in your head? Like, I don't understand. You're sitting at your house. You know what you look like. Obviously, you have low self-esteem. You got, you know, issues with the way that you look, and that's understandable. Everybody has problems, everybody goes through stuff, but what is going through your head? You know what you look like. Are you sitting there thinking, well, I'm just going to drop all of this weight before I meet this person? And even if you did do that, do you realize that's not you, though? You don't look like them. Like, I don't understand, like, what?
I think when people are catfishing people, they don't really think that they're going to actually ever meet the person. That's what I think. But
like, you know, some of those people will actually say, well, yeah, I was in love with them. I really, you know, didn't care, but I was just so nervous.
But they know that it's not them.
So what is the purpose of wasting? I mean, okay, it's one thing for you to waste the other person's time, because a lot of these people be like, it was a game and I was just kidding. But 90% of the time, when they say it was just a game, they're just saying that. So,
I think it's because they want the emotional attachment that comes with meeting them, but they don't want to actually meet them.
To me, that would be worse, because for me to spend my time and energy and pour my heart and soul out to somebody and literally fall in love with them and know that they've fallen in love with me back, but they've fallen in love with, you know, the inner me, which is what everybody wants. Everybody wants somebody who loves them inside. So you've gotten exactly what everybody wants, but you can never really fully have it. It's like dangling a carrot in front of a horse. You can never fully have it, because this person's not gonna, I mean, and you know, it's possible that somebody out in the world, because we've seen a couple of episodes where the person was like, well, even though you're not who you said you were, I still want to be with you, and I still, you know, care about you. That exists, but it's rare. And it's like, you went through all of this, you're torturing yourself, and you still can't be with this person because you've lied to them. You're not, like, it's just so ludicrous. It's like, I really feel like these people have to be sick in the head, because it's like, it's not you. Nothing. It's just so ludicrous. I don't understand. If you that miserable about being overweight, do something about it or whatever, but I mean, it just makes no sense. Ugh.
I mean, I think it all has to go with how you have to work on yourself before you get in a relationship or even attempt to be in one. And it's just like, don't go on some dating site, you know, trying to... And most of the time they use Facebook. So it's like, okay.
And to me, how do you have a freaking Facebook page? Because it's like, okay, personally, I know at least 75% of my Facebook friends in real life. So how do you fake a Facebook page? Like, the people that are commenting on your pictures and the people that are tagged. Because then like 90% of the time these people have other people tagged on their page. Like, they're taking pictures with people. So do you mean to tell me that you have like all these people like in on this trick that you're playing? Like, it's crazy. And then,
some of them even go as far as to have multiple Facebook pages. So it's like they can keep up with the little lie or whatever. Like,
yeah, and then they have friends commenting, fake friends. Like, that is so crazy. Like, do you not have anything else to do all day but to create? And then before the Catfish premiere on the MTV website, they released like the Catfish Untold stories where they told some even crazier stories. Did you get a chance to watch it? But they told some even crazier stories. Like, it was this one story where this girl was going to meet her boyfriend's family for the first time, and her boyfriend was like, well, you know my mom's name. I don't really remember the names, but she was basically like, you know my mom's name is Roxanne, but you can't call her Roxanne. You have to call her Megan because and he was like, well, and she was like, well, isn't Megan your sister's name? And she was like, yes. What happened is that she met this guy online and she pretended to be my sister. She sent him pictures of, because the sister was like tall and blonde, blue eyes, sent pictures of the sister and was like, this was her. When he wanted to meet up, she fabricated the story and said that the sister had died. And she was like, but I'm her aunt and I can channel her spirit through me.
What?
So so ridiculous. So she convinced this guy to marry her and was like, her spirit is living inside of me, and eventually one day when you look at me you'll see her or whatever. She had the whole family in on this lie. So every time they got together they had to call her by the girl's name and pretend that they saw the girl when they looked at her.
Like, who is dumb enough to believe this?
So wait a
like,
minute.
Seriously.
And then so the guy believed this, and eventually she knew she couldn't hold on to this lie forever, so she picked a fight with him, called the police, and had him arrested on like domestic abuse charges, stole all his stuff, and sold it while he was in jail.
Oh my goodness, I gotta check out these online catfish stories. This is absurd.
And then the second story, this girl was talking to this guy for like a really long time, and he started off by saying that his mom had just died from cancer. So obviously she felt bad for him. And then they were supposed to meet like a couple of days later, and he gets a call from the man's cousin, and she's like, oh, well, he was in a horrible accident. He's in the hospital. So then she gets a call from the guy, and the guy's like, yeah, I'm in the hospital. And when they ran the blood test after the accident, they found out that I have cancer too. So they was talking for like months and months and months, and he would say he was in the hospital the whole time. I'm in recovery, I'm in the hospital, I can't have any visitors, whatever. So in the meantime, his cousin, this girl was like, well, she was supposedly in LA to visit him in the hospital, and she was like, well, I don't have a place to stay. And the other girl, the girl that was being catfished, was about to move. So she was like, well, why don't we just get a place together since you're going to be here for a while, checking up on him. So they get a place together, and this goes on and on and on. And then one Valentine's Day, she was like, listen, either we meet up today or that's it. I'm breaking up with you. I can't take this anymore. So her and the roommate go out. While they're out, some guy tries to hit on her, and the roommate gets like really mad, and she's like, you have a boyfriend, you're dating my cousin, you can't talk to him or whatever. She storms out of the club, and when she storms out, I guess she leaves her phone or drops her phone or something, and so somebody picks it up, and come to find out, basically, long story short, the guy that she thought she was talking to the whole time turned out to be this roommate that she was living with.
Oh, wow.
And when she got home, the roommate was like, give me my phone. Give me my phone right now. Like, she had to barricade herself in the bedroom and everything. Like, these were some crazy stories.
It just boggles my mind how people fall for this stuff. Like, I just don't get it. I would never be dumb enough to be like, oh, yeah.
So, if you haven't checked out Catfish Untold stories, it's definitely worth a watch. It was pretty interesting. I mean, to be honest with you, it seemed pretty scripted, kind of. But, I mean, it's totally possible these stories are true. Because we live in a crazy world, and people really do some bizarre stuff.
And they really do fall for anything, some people.
So I would totally check it out. It was definitely entertaining, to say the least. You can check it out on the MTV app or on the MTV.com website. So.
And if you love Catfish, be sure to subscribe, because we will be doing
a weekly
Catfish recap every week.
So also check out our review of the Catfish season premiere. Bye!
Faking it, and this one was pretty interesting. So the whole episode is pretty much about